So why is that? You can think in English, read in English, but when it comes to speaking, you go completely blank. Your mind goes blank and you're not able to utter a single word. Why this happens, we will discuss in this video. But before beginning the video, let me tell you this thing, that this happens with everybody who's trying to learn, because this is not new. There must be a lot of reasons behind this, but we will discuss that one by one. Also, we will discuss how we can overcome this thing, okay? Imagine someone is going to stage for the first time. What will happen? Nervousness. They might not be able to speak a single word. They will feel they are not capable enough, and a lot of things can happen there. Whenever you're trying to do multitasking, what happens? Your brain is not able to focus at one work and total mess gets created, right? So this is what happens with us, and because of that, we are not able to speak whenever we try to speak with somebody in English, because we do not have practice. Also, there must be cognitive overload, which simply means is you must be thinking about pronunciation, vocabulary, and you're trying to frame good sentences, right? And your brain gets flooded with a lot of thoughts that you're not able to speak words. Now, why all of these things are happening? Because your brain is in adrenaline rush. This means what happens sometimes with our brain is that our brain thinks it is in danger. When something new, right, something unusual happens with us, our brain thinks that it is in danger. So because it is unfamiliar with that thing, so what you have to do first is that you have to make your brain familiar with the things that you are going to do, right, that you are going to speak. What happens with us when we start to learn English, or we are learning English, we focus a lot on watching or reading, right, or listening to other people. All these things are passive learning. So if you are learning and you are learning it passively, how can you expect your brain to speak in English and behave actively? It is similar as you want to write properly, but you have only focused on reading. Will you be able to write? Giving your brain the different training and you want the different results from it. So that means you are not training your brain properly. You are not learning the language in proper way. You are only focusing on the passive thing instead of active thing. So what you have to do is that you have to practice both in balance. So this you have to do, and now I hope I was able to make this thing clear, that why all of these things happen. See, there might be other reasons as well. How you will overcome this? By using this simple method. You only have to speak daily for half an hour. How it works, let me explain that to you so that you will be convinced that this works. Suppose you are given a topic and now you have to think about it, and in 5 minutes you have to give that speech. For the first time, there must be a hell a lot of things and many mistakes that you are going to do, because you must be thinking about that topic, vocabulary related to it, how to frame sentences. All these things you are doing for the first time. Specifically, your brain does all these things for the first time. It is unfamiliar, and whenever we do anything for the first time or the second time, it is difficult, right? It is not that structural, it is not that perfect, because we are doing it for the first time and we are more likely to make a lot of mistakes. But for the second time, when you will do that, you already have framed sentences, vocabulary you have thought of, your brain knows how to present that, right? So next time it will be much more easier, well structured, well mannered, and it will be more like you will sound fluent. Imagine for the third time you're doing that, it will be better. It will go better each time you will practice. So when you are practicing for spoken English, try to master the day-to-day conversations. It will give you the best possible results because you are practicing. Whenever your brain knows how it happens, like it is familiar for your brain, you will be more likely to be confident and fluent. So what you have to do is that you have to be consistent. How can you be consistent? By using habit tracker. I'm gonna make a video on habit tracker as well. For that, I am trying on me first, and then I'll make video quite after some time. Next thing is that keep it very, very simple, super simple. Make it super simple. It will be very helpful for you, because when anything is easy for you to do, you are more likely to stick to it and you're gonna improve in it. You don't need very fancy vocabulary to be fluent. First, you become fluent in English, you learn how to speak properly, and when you are comfortable with it, you can add as many words as you want in your dictionary. Okay, so next one is gonna be that a lot of people in starting rush to speak. They speak very fast, and when you are speaking very fast, your brain is not getting time to frame sentences, and you are more likely to make a lot of mistakes. I'm not trying to tell you to be very slow that other person could be irritated and they will not take interest in you. So what I'm trying to say here is that be in the middle, okay? Try to balance it. Take proper pauses, think and speak. It will make the other person feel that you know things. This is it that I wanted to talk about in today's video. This could be the reason why you people are not able to speak in English in spite of having a lot of things. One thing could be reason behind this, and that is you're not thinking in English, you're thinking in your mother tongue and translating. So stop doing that also. We have made a lot of videos on that topic as well, so you can go and check that out, how to think in English and how can you make that super easy for you. So yeah, what I'm trying to say in conclusion is that you have to practice. If you will not practice, you will keep listening and reading, you will never be able to fluent. So if you want to be fluent in English, you have to speak. Either you can record your voice, you can listen, or you can use the mirror method. Yeah, that's it. This is it. And I'm 100% sure if you will speak, if you will practice and keep things in mind, you will be able to fluent in English.